Hey there everybody, Ryan Nordahl here with Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. I'm coming to you today from the proving grounds here in beautiful west central Wisconsin. It's July 2nd, 2021, and what a beautiful day. It is warm, but the humidity's down. We're out here getting a little work done today. We're setting some mock scrapes with our vines, improving some buck beds that we found. Improving, not making. They're already there. We're just making little incremental improvements to them, make them a little bit more attractive. But today, the topic of this video, hinge cutting. Why not? Hinge cutting versus the hack and squirt method. Hinge cutting versus logging. Here's an opportunity where hinge cutting worked for me. We're standing on the north side of this point along our ridge system that runs east and west through our property. This particular area was logged about 2004, 2005. So we had a lot of hardwood regeneration in here. You can imagine what it was like. We got about the biggest diameter trees we had in here were probably 6 to 8 inches already. I would say right in that 5 to 6 was the average in diameter of the trees that were in here. They were also 20, 25 foot tall. Now yes, before we go any further, hinge cutting is very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the experience. So don't do it. Don't do it. Hire a professional such as myself. There are others in the industry too that I can highly recommend to you. I absolutely love to do it. I know what I'm doing. I know what to look for when a tree starts to bend over and get the hell out of the way. Because there is a level of danger there. That's for sure. But why hinge cutting? With hinge cutting versus a hack and squirt method, I can take these trees immediately, put them on the ground, and position them exactly where I want them to fall. With hack and squirt, you're taking your hatchet, hacking the tree, applying a herbicide to kill that tree, and then in a year, 2, 5 years, that tree eventually falls, and it just randomly falls wherever. You could be walking through the woods. You know, a deer could be walking through the woods, a bear, coyote, which are predators. I have no problem with that, especially the wolves in this part of the country. No problem if a wolf dies. But I'm not here to promote wolf hunting. But you could be walking through the woods and that hack and squirt tree fall over on you and you're dead. Now yes, the same is true about hinge cutting. That hinge cut tree could knock me over the head and end my life right there. Number one, I'm not afraid to die. I'm at peace with my maker. But that's a subject for another day. It's all about mindset. But we can position these trees exactly where we want them to go. Hinge cutting worked here. There was a major travel corridor that comes from behind me and extends out around the point back behind the camera. There's a major travel corridor, the primary travel corridor, that goes right up the center of this point. Deer were already wanting to come in here, but we made it better because of the stand location that's positioned right here behind the camera. Our access in here is absolutely perfect. We get in here totally undetected because we've taken hinge cutting there as well and created a screen up along our access route. Deer will not be able to see us, especially in the early season, getting into this stand and especially exiting this stand on a morning hunt. Early in the season, it's going to be slam dunk. Primarily mid-September, we're still getting those southwest winds in the morning. The wind will blow up over the hollow to the north, and the thermals should carry our scent way up and over the hollow, where there is some deer bedding down in the bottom of that hollow. But the thermals, again, rising in the morning, should take our scent up and over. Very low impact, but a very high odds opportunity, and we've made it even that much better with the hinge cutting we've done here because we've created that funnel even better. We've really pinched these deer down, put them in within a chip shot of our effective range. This trail that comes out is within 20 yards of our bow stand right back here behind the camera. Where before these deer were able to come out anywhere into the primary travel corridor, oftentimes not giving us a shot opportunity. Now we've forced those deer. Now yes, there are escape routes where they can get in and out of here and move freely. The deer do not want to feel trapped. They do not feel trapped in here. I observed a lot of deer in here last year after initially making this habitat creation back in here that we did with hinge cutting. But the majority of the deer come down in here because we've garnished it with a mock scrape, our mock scrape licking vine, and a water feature. Worked out really well. We had opportunities that we weren't able to capitalize on. Saw deer in this set every time we were in here. We weren't in here often, but when we were here, we saw deer every time. We saw shooters. Hopefully this year we can capitalize. Those bucks have advanced to the next age class. It's going to be a fun and exciting year. But that's why hinge cutting works here on this property. It doesn't work for every property. There are other methods to create the ample browse that we want. You know, right here, just by hinge cutting and opening up the canopy in this woods, look at the amount of herbaceous browse opportunity that has come up in here since it was a barren landscape in here. You could see all the way back to the top of the ridge, you know, 100, 120 yards back here. You could see the entire way. Well, how did I expect to get in a stand-up in here without risking being detected by deer, especially early in the season? Come this year, with the amount of green foliage that has grown up in here, we're going to be able to slip in here in the mornings totally undetected. We're going to be able to get out of here silently and totally undetected from deer, not disturbing this bedding area on our morning hunts early in the season come September. I can't wait. Look at the amount of browse in here. We've got a lot of red raspberry vines. We've got stinging nettle in here, black raspberry vines, blackberry vines, and other forbs, woody browse from our hinge cuts, the sprouts that have grown up on the trunks of the trees, as well as that stump sprout, right at deer level, right in the deer's face. Again, creating that pinch in here where they can extend out around and go over to another bedding point down the ridge from here to the east, or right out through the primary travel corridor and feed along the way, whether it's in the food plots, the food plot vegetation that we provided, or the woody browse that we provided by hinge cutting and we've created. I hope you found this video somewhat educational. Give it a like, share it with your friends. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button, that way you get instant notification when I upload a new video. Leave a comment. I try to respond to every comment that's left on these videos. But liking and sharing with your friends is how I grow my YouTube video platform. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Happy habitat, and continue to live the dream. Thank you.